We all like to believe that people around us are honest about their feelings. But what if someone harbors hidden resentment toward you? Instead of open hostility, they mask their true emotions with subtle behaviors, contradictory actions, forced politeness, or undermining remarks. These small signals may seem harmless at first, but over time, they reveal a deeper truth. Stoic philosophy teaches us to judge people not by their words, but by their actions. If you've ever felt that someone's kindness seems a little too rehearsed, or their support disappears when you need it most, you're not imagining things. Here are the telltale signs that someone secretly dislikes you but won't admit it. Sign 1, their actions contradict their words. One of the clearest signs that someone dislikes you but hides it, is inconsistency between their words and actions. They may express support or appreciation verbally, but their behavior tells another story. For example, they might compliment your work yet fail to support you when you need it, or make excuses when it's time to follow through. From a Stoic perspective, we must judge people not by what they say, but by what they do. Actions reflect intentions far more than words ever can. Epictetus reminds us, what concerns me is not the way things are, but the way people think about things. Their inconsistency shows a disconnection between their outward persona and inner feelings. This behavior stems from a desire to maintain appearances while avoiding confrontation. They might fear damaging their reputation or simply lack the courage to voice their dislike. Rather than getting entangled in their mixed signals, approach the situation with emotional detachment. Ask yourself, are you assigning too much value to their words when their actions contradict them? Use this as an opportunity for self-reflection. Recognize that their behavior is not a reflection of your worth, but of their internal conflict. Maintain your authenticity and let their inconsistency reveal the truth, without letting it disrupt your inner peace. Sign 2, they subtly undermine your achievements. Another common sign is backhanded compliments or dismissive remarks about your successes. Imagine someone saying, "Wow, I didn't expect you to pull that off," or, "You're so lucky that things worked out." These comments may seem innocent on the surface, but often carry a hidden agenda, diminishing your accomplishments. Why would someone do this? According to Stoic philosophy, people project their insecurities onto others. Seneca observed, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." When someone resents your success, it is often because they feel threatened or inadequate by comparison. Their comments are less about you and more about their inability to handle their own envy. The Stoic response to this behavior is twofold. First, avoid reacting emotionally. Defensive responses only feed their hidden dislike. Instead, acknowledge their words calmly and move on. Second, use their negativity as a mirror for self-improvement. If there is truth in their critique, let it sharpen you. If not, let it roll off like water on stone. By refusing to internalize their backhanded remarks, you preserve your peace and deny them power over your emotions. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in mastering our reactions, not in controlling others' opinions. Sign 3, their politeness feels forced. Politeness is a social skill, but when it's used to mask true feelings, it often comes across as robotic or overly rehearsed. Someone who dislikes you but hides it might go out of their way to appear polite, yet their body language or tone doesn't align. Their smile might be too quick, their laugh hollow, or their compliments lacking genuine warmth. From a Stoic viewpoint, this is a lesson in apatheia, the state of imperturbable calm. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Do not take things too personally. What they say or do is a reflection of them, not you." Forced politeness is a shield, not a weapon. Recognizing it without becoming emotionally reactive is key. Observe their interactions with others. Do they seem more relaxed or authentic around others, but stiffen up when dealing with you? Such contrasts often reveal hidden feelings. While it's tempting to confront them or reciprocate their insincerity, the Stoic way is to focus on your own character. Be genuinely kind, not to win them over, but to uphold your values. Let their forced politeness be a reminder that you cannot control how others feel. You can, however, control how you respond. By maintaining authenticity and calm, you disarm their negativity without sacrificing your integrity. Sign 4, they frequently interrupt or redirect conversations. Someone hiding their dislike might often interrupt you or steer conversations away from topics you introduce. This subtle behavior can make you feel unheard or insignificant, even if it isn't covertly rude. Interruptions and redirections are attempts to undermine your presence without appearing confrontational. The Stoic response: don't take the bait. As Epictetus wisely stated, if someone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself against the accusations, but reply, "You evidently do not know about my other faults, otherwise you would have mentioned these as well." Instead of fighting for the flaw, observe their actions with detachment. Their need to dominate or dismiss your voice says more about their insecurity than your value. Engage in conversations with the intention of clarity, not control. If they repeatedly dismiss your contributions, adjust your expectations and focus on connecting with those who respect your input. Remember, your worth is not defined by how much space you take in a conversation, but by the quality of your thoughts and the peace you maintain. Sign 5, they're unreliable when it comes to supporting you. When someone dislikes you, their lack of genuine care often shows in their unreliability. They might agree to help but fail to follow through, or give half-hearted effort when they do, while they avoid openly refusing you. Their actions reveal their lack of investment. Stoicism teaches us to place our trust in what is within our control. Seneca advised, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Instead of feeling frustrated by their unreliability, treat it as a lesson in discerning where to place your energy and expectations. When people consistently fail to support you, don't waste time chasing their approval or assistance. Focus on cultivating relationships with those who reciprocate your efforts. This doesn't mean you should harbor resentment. Resentment only ties you to their negativity. Instead, let go with grace, understanding that their actions reflect their character, not your worth. By applying Stoic principles, you not only protect your peace but also strengthen your ability to navigate complex relationships with wisdom and self-assurance. Sign 6, they only support you when it benefits them. A person hiding their dislike may appear supportive, but only when your success aligns with their interests. Their actions are transactional, not genuine, and their enthusiasm disappears when there's nothing in it for them. The Stoic philosophy of sympathia, a recognition of our interconnectedness, teaches us to approach such relationships with clarity and wisdom. Understand that their conditional support isn't a reflection of your value, but a sign of their own limitations. Rather than feeling betrayed, use this insight to prioritize relationships that are built on mutual respect and authenticity. As Seneca said, associate with those who will make a better man of you, release those who cannot. Sign 7, they're overly critical of your success. Success often reveals hidden resentment. If someone frequently downplays your achievements or attributes them to luck, it's a clear sign of concealed dislike. Their criticism may seem mild on the surface, but it carries an undercurrent of bitterness. Stoicism reminds us not to seek validation in others' praise or approval. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Instead of defending your success, let your actions and character speak for themselves. Their resentment stems from their own unfulfilled desires or insecurities. Recognize this without arrogance or hostility. Respond with humility, knowing that their opinion has no bearing on your purpose or progress. Audience reactions, summary section, reformatted. The human experience is deeply interwoven with social interactions, where words and actions often serve as the primary means of communication. However, a fundamental lesson from philosophy, particularly Stoicism, is that actions reveal the truth far more than words ever can. When someone dislikes you but hides it, their true feelings inevitably surface through their behavior. Understanding these signs not only helps in navigating relationships but also in cultivating inner peace and emotional resilience. One of the clearest indicators that someone harbors negative feelings towards you is inconsistency between their words and actions. They may verbally express admiration, agreement, or support but fail to follow through when action is required. This contradiction can be subtle, a compliment on your work accompanied by a refusal to acknowledge your contributions in public, or persistent excuses when you need their help. From a Stoic perspective, it is crucial to judge people by what they do rather than what they say. Epictetus advises that it is not external events that disturb us, but our perceptions of them. Recognizing this inconsistency should not cause distress but instead serve as a reminder to evaluate situations objectively. A person's failure to align their actions with their words reflects their internal conflict, not your worth. By maintaining emotional detachment, you prevent yourself from being drawn into their conflicting signals and maintain clarity in assessing relationships. Another telltale sign is subtle attempts to undermine your achievements. This can manifest through backhanded compliments or dismissive remarks, such as, "I didn't expect you to pull that off," or, "You're so lucky things worked out." These statements, though seemingly harmless, carry an undercurrent of belittlement. According to Stoic philosophy, people often project their insecurities onto others. Seneca observed that the mind has the power to remain unconquerable, thus, when someone diminishes your accomplishments, it is often their own self-doubt speaking. The appropriate Stoic response is twofold. First, avoid reacting emotionally, as defensive responses only feed their hidden dislike. Second, use their negativity as a tool for self-improvement. If their critique holds truth, let it refine you; if not, let it pass without impact. True resilience lies in not allowing external negativity to disrupt your internal stability. Forced politeness is another strong indicator of concealed dislike. While politeness is a valuable social skill, when it lacks authenticity, it often feels robotic or rehearsed. A person who secretly dislikes you may go out of their way to appear polite, yet their body language or tone betrays them. Their smile might be forced, their laughter hollow, and their compliments devoid of warmth. From a Stoic perspective, this is an exercise in apatheia, the state of emotional imperturbability. Marcus Aurelius reminds us not to take things personally, as people's behavior is a reflection of themselves, not us. Instead of reacting with equal insincerity or seeking their approval, focus on your own character. Maintain genuine kindness, not as a strategy to win them over, but as a commitment to your values. By doing so, you remain in control of your responses and uphold your integrity despite external insincerity. A more overt sign of hidden animosity is frequent interruptions or redirection in conversations. If someone continually cuts you off, shifts the topic away from what you introduce, or disregards your input, they may be subtly attempting to undermine your presence. While this behavior can feel dismissive, the Stoic approach is to detach from the desire for validation. As Epictetus advises, if someone speaks ill of you, do not defend yourself but instead acknowledge that they could have criticized even more. This mindset frees you from the need to control others' opinions. Rather than demanding space in a conversation, observe their behavior objectively. If someone repeatedly dismisses your contributions, adjust your expectations accordingly and invest in relationships with those who value your presence. Your worth is not determined by how much you speak, but by the substance of your thoughts and the tranquility of your mind. Unreliability is another key indicator of concealed dislike. A person who does not genuinely care for you will often fail to follow through on their promises or offer only minimal effort when assisting you. Instead of openly refusing to help, they agree superficially and then neglect their commitments. Stoicism teaches us to place our trust in what is within our control. Seneca remarked that a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor can a person be perfected without trials. Rather than feeling frustrated by unreliable individuals, View their behavior as a lesson in discernment. Do not waste energy seeking support from those who consistently fail to provide it. Instead, cultivate relationships with those who reciprocate effort and integrity. Letting go of unreliable individuals without resentment allows you to focus on meaningful connections and preserve inner peace. Another revealing sign is conditional support, help that is offered only when it benefits them. If someone supports you only when your success aligns with their interests, their actions are transactional rather than genuine. This behavior is rooted in self-interest, not mutual respect. The Stoic concept of sympathia, or recognition of human interconnectedness, teaches us to approach such relationships with clarity, understanding that their conditional support reflects their limitations rather than your worth enables you to prioritize authentic relationships. As Seneca advises, we should associate with those who improve us and release those who cannot. This mindset shifts focus from seeking approval to fostering meaningful connections based on mutual respect. Finally, a person who secretly resents you will often be overly critical of your success. If someone frequently downplays your achievements, attributes them to luck, or dismisses them altogether, their hidden dislike becomes apparent. Their criticism, however mild, often carries an undertone of bitterness. Stoicism reminds us that external validation is fleeting, and true contentment comes from within. Epictetus stated, "Do not explain your philosophy, embody it. Instead of defending your success, let your actions and character speak for themselves." Their resentment is a reflection of their unfulfilled desires, not your accomplishments. Responding with humility and indifference robs their negativity of its power and reinforces your commitment to self-growth. In conclusion, recognizing the subtle signs of hidden dislike is an essential skill for navigating relationships while maintaining emotional stability. Inconsistencies between words and actions, backhanded compliments, forced politeness, frequent interruptions, unreliability, conditional support, and unwarranted criticism all reveal deeper feelings of resentment. Stoicism provides a framework for responding to these behaviors with wisdom and composure. By judging people by their actions, maintaining authenticity, and refusing to be disturbed by external negativity, we cultivate resilience and inner peace. Ultimately, the goal is not to change how others feel but to master our own responses, ensuring that our well-being remains unaffected by the opinions and actions of others. Thank you for watching. Do you enjoy Stoic Path? If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.